Alex Eala caps historic 2025 season with Macau exhibition, eyes Abu Dhabi return. Filipina tennis star Alex Eala is set to return for the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open in January Dubai. Fresh off her historic golden finish in Bangkok, Filipino tennis sensation Alex Eala is set to wrap up her landmark 2025 season with an exhibition tournament in Macau before shifting her focus to a high-stakes return to the UAE early next year. The 20-year-old left-hander, who broke into the world's top 50, will join the MGM Macau Tennis Masters from 27 to December 28. The two-day invitational at the Macau Forum will see Eala compete under Chinese Grand Slam champion Li Na, joining a star-studded field that includes ATP World No. 10 Jack Draper and rising Russian star Mira Andreeva. "I'll be heading to Macau soon," Eala shared with her followers on Instagram. "I'd love to share the joy of winning gold with you guys. The holidays are for sharing. Come spend them with us on court." Return to Abu Dhabi. The Macau event serves as a final tune-up for Eala's 2026 campaign. The Filipina tennis superstar is confirmed to return to the International Tennis Center at Zayed Sports City for the fourth edition of the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open. The WTA 500 tournament, scheduled from January 31 to February 7, 2026, has become a significant stop on Eala's calendar. Since making her debut in the UAE capital in 2024, she has undergone a meteoric rise, jumping from outside the top 150 to a career-high ranking of number 50 this year. "I am so excited to invite you to watch my games in Abu Dhabi," Eala said in a video message addressed to the Filipino community. "Let's gather our friends and families and we'll see each other there." Historic gold in Bangkok. Eala's busy winter schedule follows her triumphant performance at the 33rd Southeast Asian (SE) Games in Thailand earlier this month. On December 18, she delivered a masterclass at the National Tennis Development Center, defeating home favorite Maninkaya Sawanki 6-1, 6-2 to secure the women's singles gold. The victory ended a 26-year drought for the Philippines in the event, making Eala the first Filipina to win the singles gold since Maricris Fernandez in 1999. It was an emotional milestone for the youngster, who also served as the country's flag bearer during the opening ceremony. "I'm so over the moon," Eala told reporters in Bangkok. "To be able to bring this sort of pride to my country is something I've only dreamt about. Playing with the country written on your back brings a different sort of pressure, and I'm happy with how I handled it." With the SEA Games gold in her pocket, Eala enters the new year as one of Asia's most formidable prospects. In the world of professional tennis, few stories capture the imagination quite like that of Alexandra "Alex" Eala, a 20-year-old Filipina whose 2025 journey felt almost mythic in its ascent, resilience, and historic resonance. From her spectacular triumphs on the global stage to a defining exhibition in Macau and a renewed gaze toward Abu Dhabi, Eala's season will be remembered not just for matches won but for boundaries shattered. Gulf News +1. The meteoric rise, breaking barriers and expectations. At the start of 2025, expectations for many young prospects were cautious whispers. For Alex Eala, however, they quickly turned into a thunderous roar. She began the year ranked well outside the world's top tiers, but with each passing tournament, her presence commanded more attention. Eala made a stunning breakthrough at the Miami Open, one of the most prestigious stages outside the Grand Slams, where she stormed into the semifinals. Along the way, she dispatched Grand Slam champions and top-ranked opponents, embodying the spirit of the underdog and the skill of a seasoned contender. Wikipedia. By March, she etched her name in tennis history, the first Filipino to crack the WTA's top 100 ranking, eventually ascending to a career high of number 50, a peak no Filipino player had ever reached before. Across the globe, her name became synonymous with inspiration and breaking ceilings. GMA Network. From grass courts at Eastbourne, where she became the first Filipino to reach a WTA final, to memorable main draw victories at the US Open, Eala's campaign was defined not just by results but by impact. Her flair, resilience, and signature left-handed intensity re-energized Philippine tennis fandom and drew a wave of new supporters to the sport. Sunstar Publishing Inc. A golden finish at the SEA Games. As the regular WTA season wound down, Eala turned her focus toward national pride at the 33rd Southeast Asian (SE) Games in Thailand. Representing the Philippines with immense dignity, she delivered a masterclass performance in the women's singles final, sweeping aside her opponent to end a 26-year gold drought in the event. Gulf News. Standing tall as the country's flag-bearer and dominant competitor, her victory was more than a medal, it was a cultural moment. Filipino fans watched as her courage and poise on court transcended sport, igniting hope and joy across the archipelago. She later expressed her emotions with heartfelt gratitude, reminding supporters that playing for country brings a different kind of pressure and joy. Gulf News. Capping 2025, Macau exhibition and the final run. With a year filled with milestones already under her belt, Eala wasn't content to rest on past laurels. Instead, she chose to cap her historic season with an exhibition showcase at the MGM Macau Tennis Masters. Scheduled for late December at the Macau Forum, the tournament offers both entertainment and elite competition in a festive, invitation-only format, featuring star players and legends of the game. Gulf News. This two-day event isn't just an encore, it's symbolic. It reflects Eala's evolution as not only a competitive athlete but also a global ambassador for tennis, a player whose presence on court honors both craft and joy, competition and community. As she shared with fans ahead of the exhibition, the holidays are for sharing, a sentiment that captures her warmth, humility, and connection to her supporters. Gulf News. Looking forward, eyes on Abu Dhabi and beyond. Even as the winter break arrives, Eala's competitive calendar is anything but done. The Macau event doubles as a preparatory springboard for her return to the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open in the UAE, a WTA 500 tournament that has become a cherished stop on her map. Eala first competed in Abu Dhabi in 2024, and each appearance has marked a chapter in her ascent, providing high-level competition and invaluable experience. Gulf News. Set for late January through early February 2026, the tournament gathers a strong field, with defending champion Belinda Bencic and a constellation of elite players committed. Eala's inclusion confirms her continued rise and her readiness to challenge on bigger stages. Gulf News. Her message to fans ahead of her return is warm and inviting, an inclusive rallying cry to gather friends and family and share in the excitement of elite tennis. It's a reminder that her journey resonates far beyond rankings and prize money. It is a collective celebration of aspiration, courage, and cultural pride. Gulf News. The spirit behind the statistic. At every turn, what sets Alex Eala apart is not merely her results, but the narrative she crafts with each swing of the racket. Her 2025 season featured record-breaking milestones, a historic top 50 ranking for any Filipino player. GMA Network.